Welcome back to Own the World Plays Out of the Park Baseball. As the Chicago White Stockings, it is time for the second half of the 1884 season. We want to see if we can continue this crazy run that we are on. I thought it would be worth taking a quick look to see how we were doing compared to the rest of the league. Runs scored, batting average, on base, OPS, WAR, home runs, stolen bases. Apparently, we're not a great base running team. We love to run. Runs against. That's actually the most surprising one to me. I didn't think our pitching was that good, but apparently they're doing their job. Starters ERA and bullpen ERA both second. Fielding independent pitching, a little frightening. Our defense efficiency second, zone rating second, errors third. So doing good. Strikeout seventh. That's the only one that could be concerning. We don't strike out a lot of batters. Dan Casey does. Radburn a little, and Cassidy not really. So we do start the second half, 8.5 games up. Having played 61, we're playing, I think it's 112 game schedule, so I guess that is exactly, nope, that's not even halfway. So we got 51 left. So jump in, 4 versus Philadelphia. And they're at the bottom. Let's see if, when we're already on a 7-game run, let's see if we can run this number up. And we start out with a 12-0 one-hitter from Radburn. Beautiful. Poorman, 2 hits. Anson goes 4 for 5. Who drives in run? Poorman drove in a pair. Just driving and runs kind of scattered. Poorman hit a home run. He got his 3rd of the year. Radburn moves to 13-5. Game 2 with Philadelphia. 10-9. That was a little bit closer, and we have to walk that off. They come back on us, but we gut it out. Oscar Walker. Run scoring single. That's why we got him. Was for those moments. 2 hits apiece for Poorman, O'Brien, and Brothers. Irwin had a pair as well. No extra base hits, amazingly. But they all do their jobs. Frank Fennelly just starting to run away with home runs and RBIs on us. But Brothers and Anson, 1-2 for average. That helps when your 3-4 hitters do that. Ooh, losing to Philadelphia does hurt. It's a 9-7 loss. But Brothers goes 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs. And Barkley has a pair of hits. Barkley struggling a bit, I will say. Hitting .230, so a little bit of a rough rookie season for him. But he has room to grow, so that hopefully will pay dividends down the road. We do take 3 of 4 from Philadelphia, 6-1. We score 3 in the bottom of the 8th. Anson has a 2 for 3 game. Barkley knocks in a pair. All singles in this one. Radburn gets his 14th win. He's got his ERA below 3. Now it's 3 with New York. New York has actually moved into second. That's impressive for them. I don't feel like they were a threat. We get a rainout, so it's a doubleheader and then a single game. We split the doubleheader. We lose 2-0. We only get 4 hits in this one. Poorman, O'Brien, Anson, and Hyam all get them. Cassidy takes the loss, but then we win game 2, 5-4. They do make it a game. They score 3 in the bottom of the 9th. Poorman has a 3 for 5 day. Brothers goes 3 for 3 and drives in a pair. Anson gets an RBI even though he doesn't get a hit. Poorman the only one with an extra base hit in this one. But it's enough for Dan Casey to get the win. So the rubber match. See if we can take this series. 13-6. That feels really good. Jack O'Brien, 5 hits and 6 at-bats. Ground out in the 1st, RBI single in the 3rd, RBI single in the 4th, double in the 6th, single in the 8th, RBI double in the 9th. Wow. Good day for him. Get him back on track. Brothers also has a 5 for 5 day and drives in 2. And Hyam hits his 5th home run of the year, just continuing to move his career high. Now it's 4 with Brooklyn. Brooklyn is struggling this year. They're towards the bottom at 28 and 43 going into this series. And we take game 1, 11-5. 5 in the 5th does enough. Cassidy has the big run scoring hit. He drives in a pair. Anson drives in 3 on 5 on 3 hits. O'Brien has a pair. Brothers a pair. Those two guys have nice games. Fennelly running away with RBIs. And he's up 2 on Anson in home runs. But Brothers at 377. Leading in batting average. Anson 352 second. Jack Glasscock following them at 337. 14-8 in game 2. We scored 10 in the bottom of the 7th to take this one back. John Cassidy pinch hit with a run scoring single. That's what he does. He pitches and hits, and yeah, he didn't pitch in this one though. 2 hits for O'Brien, 3 for Brothers, 2 for Anson, who drove in 3, and Pike got 3 hits and drove in a pair. As well, Guth gets the win. Completely wacky game. But Anson and Pike moving back on that RBI with that one. 6-3 win. We get 3 in the bottom of the 7th, which is what does it. 2-run triple for Anson to put it away. He has 4 RBIs in this one. Brothers has a pair of hits. He's up to 384. And Radburn gets the win. So that's a stars come out game. We have received a trade proposal. Buck Buchanan getting... Yeah, no. There is no reason for that trade to happen. Absolutely no reason for that trade. Okay. So now a pair with Pittsburgh, who's fallen to being basically a 500 team. And we take them 9-8 to get a 6-game win streak. It's a walk-off. Bottom of the 10th, Oscar Walker hit a ground out to win with a runner on second. We're going to have to go figure out what happened to make that work. Anson goes 2 for 4, drives in a pair. Pike goes 2 for 5, drives in a pair. Barkley drives in a pair. So yeah, let's figure out how you drive in somebody from second on a ground out. That's impressive. Bottom of the 10th. Arthur Irwin singled. Error caused him to get to second. Walker to third. Oh, passed ball with Irwin with Poorman at the plate. I was going to say, that was going to be impressive. I mean, it can happen in real life. I just don't know if it shows up in out of the park baseball. So now, Pittsburgh, game 2 of this set, 14-7. There's a good beatdown. We score in every inning, only with 3 being the most. O'Brien, though, goes 4 for 5 with a double, 3 singles, scores 3, drives in 2. Poorman has 2 hits as well. And he gets replaced by Blondie Purcell, who also gets 2 hits and drives in a pair. Let's see. 3 hits for Pike, who drives in a pair as well. 2 hits for Irwin. I think is settling into more of his natural state. Next up, looks like 4 with Boston. Yeah, 4 with Boston. At least I'm feeling better. I think we've buried them far enough, but just a split, I think I feel good. And we start with 9-4 win. Put 4 on the board in the first. Tom Poorman goes 4 for 5. He's having a very nice year. But you don't want to show me his batting stats for whatever reason. I know it's confusing. He's also stolen 42 bases. You still think he's a relief pitcher. He's not at this point. O'Brien has 2 hits, drives in a pair. Brothers has 2 hits, drives in a pair. Anson has 2 hits and drives in 1. Radburn picks up the win. Game 2 of the 4-game set. We lose 11-6. They get 6 in the 6th. Paul Hines does it in. He's another very good player. He's one I wish we could have picked up. But he is a very good second baseman at this point. He's 29, probably not worth making a trade. And we're going to hope that Barkley develops. But 3 RBIs in that one to Pike. Pair hits for Brothers, pair for Anson. They're hitting 383 and 361 respectively. Game 3 with Boston. They beat us 3-1. There's a low-scoring affair. Brothers is the only one to drive in a run in this one. We only get 3 hits. And Casey takes the loss. Okay, let's get to the split, if we can win this one. And we do. 7-5. Player development update, too. Dan Casey overall drops from... Okay, but he's still got room to grow, and he's 16-7. We're gonna take that as a positive. Charlie Riley in AAA, he's 28. He's not really much of anything. He's got a title? Was that with us? I don't know. 1881. Providence, no. And Jim Field kind of going down. Record-breaking strikeout for Gegas. Breaking the record. He's now got 231, probably more than that. And then Metropolitans. They're shipping Tom Healy and Joseph Knight to the Gothams for Joe Gerhardt. I think this is going to be a nothing for nothing. Like, that's not a big trade. Joseph Knight. So those are the 2 players the Gothams got. And they shipped out Joe Gerhardt. I mean, I think Gerhardt's probably the best player overall in that trade, but that's not saying much. I mean, he's a, replacement level player, I think is the best way to put it. You wouldn't mind having him on your roster to back somebody up, but, or he's the type of player that, if you got 1 or 2 of those guys starting, you can live with, but you can't have a roster of those guys. So, we're also coming off that 7-5 win in Boston. So we did get the split. 3 hits for Poorman, who's hitting 283. A pair for hits for Brothers and Anson and Irwin. Irwin, not quite the monster he was last year. A little bit more variability there. Now a pair with Providence, which is hanging around 500. We received another trade proposal. They want Frank McIntyre. I'm just going to go ahead and say set status to untouchable, even though that's not really true. But they keep trying to trade me junk. We do lose to Providence 4-1. We only get 6 hits in this one. 2 for Poorman and 2 for Brothers. Brothers is hitting 386. So, the hashtag Free Brothers has worked out very nicely. Being free from whatever was going on in Pittsburgh and their collection of first basemen. He has turned it on. 5-0 win. 2-hitter for Casey. Beautifully done. 3 for 4 for Pike. I mean, we only get 6 hits, and he has half of them. Okay, pair with Cincinnati. Yeah, Cincinnati's kind of way out in this one. but they beat us 11-2. There's the problem with playing a little more high variability. Offense, 2 hits for O'Brien, 2 for Brothers. Brothers does pick up a single RBI in that. Radburn takes the loss. But this looks like Brothers' batting title to lose at this point. 6-2 win. 3 runs in the 4th is enough to put it away. Anson goes 2 for 3 and drives in a pair. He hits his 11th home run of the season. I think what also should be noted is Brothers and Poorman are leading the league in stolen bases as well. They have run away, literally. Now it's 4 with New York. New York hanging around in third, and it's a close third. So it's 4. We got a doubleheader coming up here. We take both games of the doubleheader, 8-5 in game 1. They do make a late comeback on us. It's a little scary, but it works. Brothers goes 2 for 4, drives in a run. Pike goes 2 for 3, drives in a run. Barkley has a pair of hits. Casey not showing the same bat skills as our other pitchers, but he does get a win. So he's got 18 on the year. And then the second one, it's a 6-4 game. Radburn's going to be able to pick up the win there. O'Brien has a pair of hits. Brothers has another pair of hits. Snyder gets a pair of hits in a rare start, and Irwin gets a pair of hits. He's hitting 245. I think Irwin does deserve a little bit of a spotlight here. The on-base percentage, not great, but again, he is here for his defense. If he can at least give functional offense, it goes a long way. So now we're starting to eliminate teams as they are in the American League. But that's between Cleveland and Washington. New York beats us 8-9. Looks like Anson got another home run. He goes 3 for 5. Brothers goes 2 for 5, drives in a pair in the loss. Brothers hits his 9th home run. Anson hits his 12th. So now he's pulled into the tie for home runs. Brothers is hanging around in third. And Anson gets the RBI lead. And Pike just behind them. Monk Klein. There's somebody we'll jump in and spotlight quick. 1881 second round pick of the Philadelphia Quakers. He's their center fielder. He's a guy who could have a high average. Everything else kind of average, but above average, major league caliber player, so good player for them. New York beats us 2 in a row. That's actually bad. Our last 10 were 5-2. We're 5-5. We lose 5-2. Brothers has a 2 for 4. Hyam goes 3 for 4. Brothers has another double. Casey takes the loss. Okay. 2 with Philadelphia, and then we get a roster expansion. Beat up on the bottom feeders, hopefully. 9-6. Get the ship righted. Got a magic number of 18. So it's starting to look good. The win gets credited to Fred Corey in this one. Because we scored 4 in the 7th, that's why. Anson goes 2 for 4. He drives in a run. Pike goes 1 for 5 and drives in a run. Brothers has an offer in this one. And today at Philadelphia and Lady Baldwin, who's actually pitching pretty well for them. We do beat them 8-6, though. They score 4 in the 7th again. They want to highlight O'Brien, who's really not having a great year. Brothers has another offer, but he does drive in a run. Anson strikes out 3 times with 1 hit. Blondie Purcell getting a start goes 2 for 3. So we are giving a lot of rest to Pike. And so now we've hit roster expansion. So, do we need any of these guys? Well, Bud Galvin, I mean, we may as well move him up. Householder, yes. Bullpen arm, Riley, not really sure why, but we may as well. Leary, he can hit a little bit, so we may as well do that. Not by one team. I mean, Hick Carpenter's the only other one left. I mean, I guess you're moving him for defensive purposes. Just to give ourselves some choices. I don't think we have anybody else who's going to be Rule 5 eligible, so it's not really worth it. I mean, we could pull Oyster Burns up, but I don't think we want to make that move just yet. I think we feel good. We don't want to start getting service time accumulated. We don't want to get Pike all twisted. I think we just want to get to our Brooklyn series here. Brooklyn's towards the bottom. Magic number down to 17. We're not playing as crazy baseball as we were before. It's only 7-13. Boston chasing. They're playing 600 ball. So this is at least 5 with Brooklyn. Starts with a doubleheader. And we split them. So we lose the first one 5-2. Brothers has a pair of hits. Anson drives in a pair. Anson hits a home run, so he's got 13. And Fennelly is apparently keeping chase with him. And then we win a 4-3 in the 10th. Dan Brothers run scoring sac fly in the 10th. So good on him. He has 2 hits to get to 379. Otherwise, not much happens. We only have 6 hits in this one. But Radburn picks up win number 20. He pitches into the 10th. So Boston's been on a little bit of a run. We've got Magic number down to 15. Let's make it 14 with a 19-6 win. We tack on 8 in the 9th, but it's 19 hits for us. Foreman goes 4 for 5. O'Brien goes 3 for 6. Brothers goes 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and hits his 10th home run. Barkley has a 4 for 6. That is nice. So, nice game all around. Game 4 of this Brooklyn series. 5-2 and 11. We're getting our extra work in here. Okay, we're just not going to say what happened. Anson goes 3 for 5. Brothers goes 1 for 5. Yeah. And that's really all they're going to tell us about the game. Casey picks up the win. He's 19-9. Final set, we've won 3 so far. Let's see if we can make it 4 or 5. And we do. It's 11-3 win. We add on as the game goes towards the end. O'Brien drives in 3 on 2 hits. Portman has a pair of hits. Anson goes 2 for 3. Hyam 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs. Not the crazy averages we're used to. He's only hitting 274, but that is enough, especially out of the catcher position. 3 with Pittsburgh, who's now been eliminated. And we beat him 12-10. Magic number down to 10, and we are 10 up. We love that. Anson goes 4 for 5 with 4 singles and scores a pair. He does knock in a run. Pike also goes 2 for 5 and knocks in a pair. Brothers 1 for 3, knocks in a pair. Pike hits his 3rd home run of the season. Cassidy has 2 hits and he drives in 2. He's got 28 RBIs as a pitcher. I mean, Guth gets the win after a blown save. That's no good. Get the countdown going. Now to 9, 11-2 win. Dick Hyam hits his 6th home run of the season. Brothers gets a hit. O'Brien has 3. Barkley has 3 in this one too. Drives in a pair. Hyam has 2. He gets his pair. I'm probably on his home run. Anson also adds his 14th home run, getting to 80 RBIs. So he is chasing 100 again. I don't think he can beat his own record, but I mean, Fennelly and Pike are right there. Brothers running away with batting average. And we lose 15-9. We commit 10 errors. That's going to be what does it. Brothers goes 2 for 3 and drive in a run. Anson goes 2 for 5 and he gets to drive in a run. Pike drives in a single run on 1 hit. And Pratt takes the loss. Now 4 with Cincinnati. They aren't playing very good baseball this year, but they beat us anyways, 8-7. And we can't do enough in this one. Brothers gets 2 hits. Anson gets 3 RBIs and hits a home run. It's the 3-run homer to give him 15. Barnes got hit number 2,000. And he is the only member of that 2,000 hit club right now. .70 versus Cincinnati. 4-hitter for Dan Casey. That is good. Win number 21 for him. We only get 7 hits. Poorman gets a pair of them. Brothers knocks in a run. And the magic number is down to 7. One more time versus Cincinnati. 10-0. Magic number down to 6. Another 4-hitter. Three hits for O'Brien, who drives in a pair. Brothers gets 2 and drives in 3, hitting another home run, giving him 11 on the year. Barkley has a pair of hits. Irwin gets 4. That is very good for him. And the last one with Cincinnati is a 6-1 win. We only give up the 1 run in the series. That is nice. 4 runs in the 8th. I would put this one away. O'Brien drives in a pair with 2 hits. Hyam has 3 hits. Now it's a Metcalf game, but he goes 3 for 4. So good for him. Now it's 3 with New York, who are 12 back. These could be the end. They get game 1 of that set, though. Fennelly, 3 for 5. He hits a home run, making it even harder for Anson to win those again. Game 2 of this. We got to stop Fennelly. Is the other part of this. 14-9. 14 hits apiece. Tom Poorman hits another home run, giving him 4 on the year. Anson goes 3 for 5. 5 RBI, 2 home runs. That's how you put it away. And he has a double with 1 on. That's a monster performance. He's up to 89 RBI. Brothers has 2 hits, hitting .376. Last one with New York. 12-0, magic number down to 3, 6-hitter. For Cassidy. O'Brien goes 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs. Brothers gets a single hit. Anson has a single hit and drives in a run, giving him 90 on the year. Hyam goes 3 for 5. Cassidy picks up win number 20. Now 4 with Providence. In the American League, it looks like Cleveland is starting to pull away. It's a 6-5 win. We do walk it off. Casey reaches on an error to get the game-winning RBI. Barkley, 3 hits, 2 RBIs. Brothers has a single hit. Anson has a pair of hits, but does not drive in any runs. Next one with Providence, 7-4. Magic number, down to 1. 4 in the 7th. Put it away. Jack O'Brien, 2-run double off of Vinton. Brothers has a single hit. Anson has a single hit as well. 3 hits for Radburn, though, who causes damage at the bottom of the lineup. (13-1) loss versus Providence. Ouch. Well, we're bound to get those occasionally. O'Brien has 3 hits. That's all we can really say. Poorman has a pair. And Cassidy absorbs the loss. The magic number, though, is 1. We just got to get 1. And there it is. We have clinched. With a 5-4 win. Not as dramatic, but Brothers has a good hit. He goes 3 for 5. It's a pair of RBIs. Chaim has a pair of hits. So Anson still needs to do a little bit more to make sure he can get that. Make sure he gets his batting title and RBI title. Or not batting title, but home run title. Brothers looks like he has the batting title pretty good and sewn up. Now it's Boston. It doesn't matter anymore. 7-4. Radburn getting the win. 2 hits for Blondie Purcell, who gets the start. Brothers gets a single hit, drives in a run. Pike drives in a run. Metcalf gets the start. Radburn gets win number 25 on the year. Gegas is 31. He's just run away with it. And we lose 7-1. I guess the only question is, does Anson do anything? He has a pair of hits. Brothers has a hit as well. Anson did hit a triple, but it's not a home run. Not one of the biggies. So, player development update, Burdock still sliding. Jack O'Brien, you're considering him to slide? That's not good. He's still great, though. Poorman, you're not feeling as high on. Yeah. Jersey Backley, potential rating drops, but is overall improved. You're just playing random numbers at this point, I think. So we're okay with that. So we're going to end with 4 versus Philadelphia, who is at the bottom. Hopefully our guys can get the numbers they need to get the different titles. It's a 5-3 game. Pair of hits for Brothers, that should lock. That batting title's good and sewn. Anson has a pair of hits. He drives in 1. He hits a home run 2. So that should put the home run title pretty much in his hands. He's got a 3. He's up 3 with 3 to play. Now, Brothers and Poorman are competing for the stolen base title. I'm going to stay ahead of Hines. And Anson not clear in RBI yet. 8-4 win. So Poorman goes 3 for 5. That's good for him. Brothers goes 2 for 3 with 4 RBIs. He's got that sewn up. Brothers hits a home run. That's his 12. Anson gets a single hit and drives in a run. Poorman steals 3 and Brothers steals 2. So they're at 62 apiece. Run, run, run. Hines is only 3 back. There's 2 to play if they're stealing at that pace. And it's only 4 in RBI. 13-5. That feels good. Dick Chaim has a big hit, but it doesn't matter. Poorman gets a hit, so he must have gotten on base. Brothers goes 2 for 3. The batting title is his. Anson drives in a run. Stolen bases. Anson steals 2 to get to 45. Poorman steals 2 to get to 64. Brothers gets 1 to get 63. So, stolen bases. I think Poorman or Brothers is going to get it. Brothers has the batting title. Unless something wonky happens, Anson has home runs and RBI. I mean, he's up 5. That's just enough. 6-5. 2020. Oh, my word. Anson goes 2020. Oh, and I get a pack. Awesome. Yay me. Atkinson has a triple crown. We almost took him too. That's a tough one. Barnes won the batting title. What's new? He only hit 382. Gegas had the triple crown. Yeah. Brothers did get the batting title, though. I mean, it's a 6-5 win in 10 innings. Anson hit 2 home runs to drive and drove in 3 on the last day of the season. He did what he needed to. Base running. Foreman stole a base and Brothers stole a base, so Brothers gets the batting title. Anson gets home runs and RBI. Poorman gets stolen bases with Brothers 1 back. That, I think, is the most impressive part of this. Wins. Radburn and Casey finished second and third. Strikeouts, Casey. Gegas just way out in front. Gegas just was dominant this year. He alone kept New York in it. I mean, take him out and they're like here. So we draw Cleveland, who won 85 while we won 81. So, whew. Now 7 games of complete insanity. Casey and Bob Barr, game 1. We can score runs with the best of them, so can they. They're a little bit better pitching-wise. Do we win it, though? We do. 11-4, game 1. O'Brien drove in a pair. The back end of the lineup is where the damage happened. Barkley drove in a pair. Also scored 3. Hyam drove in 3 on 2 hits and hit a home run. Irwin had 2 hits. Casey even got a hit. Those are the ones we need. Okay, game 2. Bobby Matthews and Old Hoss Radbourn. Ooh, we get the 2-0 lead, 4-1 win behind Radbourn. I don't know how you can throw a 1-run shutout, but okay. Foreman a pair of hits, O'Brien a pair of hits, Anson a pair of hits. Pike's the only one with an extra base hit, hitting a double, but it's enough. It is enough. Okay, we head to Cleveland, up 2-0. And so it's Casey and Barr again. Cleveland beats us 6-5. They walk us off. Dickie Flowers. The old man. Not really, but man, that hurts. We had it, and then we lost it. Brothers has a pair of hits. Drives in 2. Barkley's a pair of hits and drives in 2. Brothers hits a home run. Okay. Game 4. Radbourn and Matthews. 15-6. That's good. Up 3-1. 3 to play if we need it. Yeah. 2 hits for Foreman. O'Brien. Anson has 3 and drives in 3. Pike has 3 and drives in 2. Hyam 2. Irwin 2. Radbourn 2. Radbourn drives in 3 in this one. And steals a base. He did everything. So at this point, I think Radburn's chasing MVP. I mean, you can justify Anson too, but I think Radbourn has it. So it's the Cassidy start versus Jim W.H. Brown. I think we can get this. I feel good. Ooh, that's not what I was feeling. 13-6. They score 7 in the second, and that's all they wrote. All she wrote. Yuck. 3 hits for Brothers, 2 for Anson. I mean, we got our hits. We just don't do anything with it. Brothers hit his second home run of the World Series. Okay. Casey and Barr. These guys have split them. We are home, and that's it. That's all she wrote. 7-6, we walk it off in the 10th. Tom Poorman, run scoring single. All those years in the minors pay off. Pike goes 3 for 5. Anson 1 for 3. It's a pair of walks. Casey gets the win. We are back. Anson gets the World Series MVP, going 11 for 24. Probably the best case, although Radburn has a good case as well. I mean, even Hyam, O'Brien brothers, like, that was a good team. 81 and 31. Wow. I think we feel good heading out of that season. Achievement unlocked. Passed with flying colors. I'll say. Yes, we have joined the Immortals. People are firing managers. Yeah, we won. 6 World Series in the last 12 years. Yeah. Great team or greatest ever? I think that's greatest ever right now in a 12-year span. 6 titles and how many, World Series losses? What, 2 or 3? Yeah, you want me to build another championship? You're happy. My budget. You're giving me more money. Al Pratt is retiring. And we are retiring number 70. But first number retired for our franchise. Al Pratt, thank you so much. 13 years. I think it's actually 14. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 seasons. 312 and 116. Yeah. Okay, staff member, hitting coach, Jeff Dark is retired. Okay. My contract was extended for 3 years. Prospect list, Sheehan and Oyster Burns are on there. I'm surprised that my friend Whit Pike is still hanging around, but I guess he wanted to show one more. But if that was an impressive run, I'm very happy with that. So hopefully we'll be able to run this one back and see if there's anything left in Lit Pike, who is now 39, who will turn 40 next year, but still producing pretty well. Started to fall off a bit there, but we'll take it. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.